G'day guys, Carla from Go Travel. Today, doing a geared up episode, we've got a brand new Olight Javelot Mini. These torches have been around for a little bit now, but this limited edition orange Javelot Mini is part of the sale, so let's open it up and have a look at it. As most of you know, I do actually love my Olight torches. Good quality box, open it up, get the yellow instructions that tells you there's a safety tab in the battery. What do we got? Nice thank you message. Got the torch, got the magnetic charger. In the back of the yellow cover you've got the instructions as well. Typical Olight magnetic charger. Ooh, this one's black. MCC 1 amp, this one. So, torch in the packet, the safety cover on. That's actually kind of cool. It's got like a, I don't know if it's Kydex, but like a plasticky sort of sheath. It fits quite well. Ooh, it's much smaller than I was expecting. So on the Olight Javelot Mini, there's actually no button on the top. It's only got a tail activated switch. So yellow safety tab, over in here as always. We'll go through the battery. So the battery is an 1850 2040 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt. You see there's a rubber O-ring on the back of it. So that's for its IPX water rating, waterproof. Definitely doesn't have a head on it as big as my Javelot Pro, but quite a nice looking little torch. Not a bad size in the hand. One thing with the tail switch, it is magnetic, so just get my knife, magnets to my knife, quite well, quite strong. MCC, magnetic charger, I love that they just clip on. Got the red indicator to show that it's charging. When it's fully charged, that turns green. Another thing that Olight have thought about, you can actually charge the Javelot Mini in its sheath. So that's actually kind of cool. They've thought about that. I like it. I do really like the orange anodized colour. I think it's quite nice. I think the size is good. So this is marketed as a long-range EDC torch. It's got a very deep reflector. It's a bit hard to see, but it's actually got a round LED. I know it looks square, but the diode itself is round. So that's supposed to give it a cleaner, round spot. Orange and black, it's just a nice colour combination. I do quite like it. Plenty of grip texture on the torch body itself. Easy to hold, definitely not going to slip. Easy to grab in gloves. The single tactical switch is easy to use. Half a press for low mode, and then full press to go into that full 1000 lumen mode. So on that low mode is 200 lumens. There's a very round spot. I do think that's kind of nice. There's a little bit of a hot spot in it. We'll definitely get some night shots of this and see how she goes. Olight claim that the maximum 1000 lumen output, it's got a 600 meter throw. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. We'll test that out in the dark tonight. Coming down to the local sports complex, to the Oval. I'm going to get some measurements tonight, but we're at a few hundred meters. We've got clubhouse way off in the distance over there. So what we'll do is we'll stand in this back corner. We'll see how these torches perform in the dark. I'm out here at the sports field in the dark. I'm just going to give you some quick stats on these torches and I'll light them up. And them lights you see over there, that's the clubhouse. The Javelot Mini, so 1000 lumens, 600 meters, and this torch is 88,320 candela. So straight on to full. So you can see quite a decent beam on this torch. Very bright. This sports field is just over 200 meters long as well. So with the Javelot, it is that reflector that makes it go so far, so bright. There, quite easily see the tree line. So the other one I want to just quickly show, Warrior 3, 2300 lumens, 300 meters. So we'll just go straight to that mode. So again, quite bright. Again, this is at only 200 meters, but you can see quite a decent torch still. I guess the other thing to point out is it's just a different spread pattern of light. Now this bad boy, so this Javelot Pro 2, this one here is 2500 lumens, good for 1050 meters. Now this one has 217,000 candela. You can see that's definitely the brightest of them all, but much bigger torch. Just want to show that. It is crazy how bright that is. So Javelot Mini again, 200 lumens. Definitely see, oh, that's a good 100 meters halfway across the field quite easily. So then we just go into that full mode, and yeah, you can quite easily see the tree line at the back there, quite bright. So yeah, definitely a good torch for throwing light. So too, that's the moon. So it's not the darkest of nights, but that's what the camera can pick up with no torch. So on that 1000 lumen mode, it'll start on 1000 lumens for 6.5 minutes, then it automatically steps down to 500 lumens, that stays for 78 minutes. And then it goes down to 200 lumens for 19 minutes. If you just turn it on 200 lumens and use 200 lumen mode only, it'll last for 297 minutes. So what's that, a little bit under 5 hours. Plenty of power in it, plenty of runtime. So one thing you'll notice is there's no battery indicator on the Javelot Mini. So what it does do is it'll vibrate once every 5 minutes when the battery's at 30%. When the battery's at 10%, it vibrates twice per minute. And then when it's below 5%, it vibrates 3 times every 10 seconds. So still, you'll know if it's vibrating, you definitely need to charge it. The size of it is quite interesting. It is a compact torch, but I will just show you my Warrior 3. So this Warrior 3 is still my favourite Olight model by far. But you can see, size-wise, it's a little bit smaller. The diameter is a little bit wider, and then obviously the head is much wider, but the head needs to be much wider to hold that big reflector so it can get that beam throw of that 600 meters. The things I don't like about it, I actually like having that secondary switch like I do on my Warrior 3. So whilst you've got the tail switch to access that turbo mode quickly, you've also got the soft press button on the front, and then it gives you your battery indicator and also your brightness and your mode. I've come quite accustomed to be able to see that information at a glance. The things I do like about it, it is actually really comfy in the hand. I do very much like that lip on the back. I think that adds a bit of character. I like that the button can't be pressed just by putting it down, which I think is good. Love the colour, love the orange. I do like that Olight releases all these special edition colours. I know it's a little bit gimmicky, but I think it's cool. Size-wise, I say, really good fit in your hand. Reflector-wise, really good. Super bright, as you'd expect from all Olights. Good quality light as well. The light output's unreal. Plastic sheath, it's interesting. It's probably not something I would use, but definitely holds the torch snugly. Easy enough to get it out. I like that they've done something different with it. I do just want to compare it to my Javelot Pro 2. This torch here is a bit brighter, definitely got a much better throw on it. More battery life, but obviously it's not a pocketable torch. It's not an everyday carry sort of torch. If you want more info on Javelot Pro, I've got a video on that too. And my favourite torch by far is the Warrior 3. Again, I've got a video on that one as well. As far as Olights go, I still reckon this is the best model they've made so far. As for the new Javelot Mini, I like it. I think it's a good bit of gear. So if you're interested, definitely check it out at olight.com. I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any of the Olight models. There's not one that I've come across yet that I haven't really liked. Also, I can see this won't be my favourite torch, but it's definitely got its place. Just a few things that I like different, like that soft touch button and LED indicators on battery life. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the new Javelot Mini. What do you think about it? Comment it below, anything whatsoever. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and until next time, go travel.